digital audio workstations, otherwise known as DAWs. And whatever DAW you use, we're talking about how to work on your skills of recording and producing so you can better your songwriting skills. Whether you're pre-writing a song and recording it in a DAW or actually writing a song within a DAW, it's so important to work on these skills, both for you and your students. So today I'm actually going to focus on loops and give you some tips and tricks if you are doing a loop-based project, either yourself or with your students, to make it a little bit more original. So I am using Soundtrap today because that's what we use at school, but this could also be done on Logic or GarageBand, BandLab, whatever you use. Just make sure you know where to locate the loops in your DAW of choice. So for me, I know that I need to press these two little music notes to get to my loops. We recommend to first listen to a ton of loops till you find something that you like. I'm not going to do that right now for the sake of time, but I'm just going to hopefully pick one. All right, here we go. Happy place since. So I'm going to drag and drop that. What I want to talk about today is how to make this more original through the use of chopping up or breaking up your loops. So I have my keyboard or my synth part. I do want to have some type of percussion part. So let me quickly find some drums that I can use. This one says a percussion. That's interesting. Let's see what has been recommended. All right, I'm going to go for this. This isn't what I would normally choose, but for the sake of time, I'm going to go with this percussion part. All right, let's hear how this sounds together. Yeah, I kind of like that together. Actually, there's a little bit. So what I want to focus on is this sample up here, this synth loop that I pulled in. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping up my sample by putting my cursor at different locations so that I can break my sample up into many parts, and then I can start thinking about remixing it. So this is something, you know, if back in the day I was using a record, I would actually sample different sections of that record, or if I was using physical tape, I would actually cut and combine tape. It would be a very physical process. But since we're doing this digitally, I'm just literally going through and doing Command E to chop up this sample. And I'm actually going to end mine here, just so this is what I have to work with. So now we can see that the sample is in a bunch of different pieces. And what I want to try to do is remix it so it sounds completely different than when I started. So I'm going to actually take this piece, copy it, and then paste it here. Take this piece, copy it, and paste it. That way, instead of having that long kind of decrescendo, I can get that chord to hit again. And now I'm actually going to chop this one up again so I can add a little bit more of a rhythmic feel to this. Let me copy this, and then I'm going to paste it 4 times leading up into that next chord. Let's see. And I can do the same thing here if I want. Another cool thing that I like to do is to put some effects on my loops, or to do something like a reverse, which will completely change the feel of that particular part. So now we have a big build instead of something that's decaying. All right, let's listen to it with the percussion track that I put in. Fun. So when you're doing your loop challenge, consider chopping up your loops, manipulating them. You can even delete sections just to have more fun making it totally your own. Happy songwriting.